Hey, it's Dorleen, and today I'm working on a scrapbook layout. So this layout calls for one photo, but I'm going to make it into a 3-photo layout by using a flip flap, which we'll talk about when we get to that point. Right now I'm just cutting down these rectangles. They are originally 4 by 6. I'm cutting them down to 3 3/4 by 6, so I have a little bit of gap between them. I've also decided to put a mat of black between on that main pattern paper base. So by doing that, I'm cutting down this black cardstock 1.5 inches off both sides, which makes it 10.5 inches. And then I'm going to gut out the middle of that pattern paper. And by doing that, you put the blade down, not from the edge, but down to what your measurement is. And then just when you pull it down, you don't go down to the edge. You again stop at what the measurement is. I want to say it's 1 3/4. It might be 1 1/4. I'm just not thinking, but I'll have the information on my blog, which I'll have my address to my blog down in the information box. So once I do that, I just layer the pattern paper, the gutted one, the black cardstock, and then the other part of the pattern paper. So I'm just adhering those down according to the sketch. So what I also decided to do was all of my embellishments were going to be cut using my Cricut. So I went to Design Space and I put in a 12 by 12 square plus those 3 rectangles going across. And that helped me with the size and the placement of the embellishments that I was going to cut. Now, that's not something you have to do, but I do like doing this because it does help prevent multiple cuts of the wrong size. Before, I used to just cut, and then, oh no, that's too big, or oh no, that's too small, or whatever. And then I, either waste my time or have too many embellishments. But so over there on the right, you can see the Design Space view of what it looks like, and that I was able to cut them out the sizes that I wanted. One thing that didn't show on that was I did use the offset function for the title, and I didn't do that originally because when I was designing it, I did it on my phone, and when you're on your phone, it doesn't allow the offset. So before I actually cut it, first of all, I removed the 12 by 12 base plus the 3 rectangles, and then I added the offset for the title. As I'm just embellishing, or adhering them down to the page where I had them on my spread or my design, and I'm just loving how this looks. All of the cuts are in Cricut Access, free if you have Cricut Access. So I'm not going to be using this black piece right here, but I'm using it just to kind of guide where the title should be, because the photos that I'm using are going to be 4 by 4. So once I kind of look at the location, then I center the title. And now I'm going to embellish embellish the page with just simple pen marks. I use white for the grass and the glass blades and the clouds. And this black marker that I'm using right now was actually purchased from the Dollar Tree. So it says metallic, but it is not metallic in any way, which is fine because I didn't want it to be metallic. But that's a pretty good buy for $1. It's a nice, almost like a chalk marker. And then I'm just using a black fine point pen to go around each of the 3 rectangles. I do this a lot, the black outline, and I just use my own hand. I don't use a ruler or anything. I like that look. It almost looks like a sewing kind of look, and you'll see me in a little bit. What I do, especially in places where I really mess up, I'll do like a little scribble, so it looks like I just did it right there. So it looks like oops, there's a little thread bubble or whatever you call that. not bubble. But so there, I like the way that looks, and I hope you do too. Taking a quick look at that. So again, I'm going to put the flip-flap there. So in order to do the flip-flap, those are my 3 photos of my granddaughters that I'm using. They were just laying in the grass at their other grandmother's house, and my daughter-in-law sent me those pictures. They're adorable. So they're 4 by 4. So what I needed was that 4 by 4 flip-flap. So the first thing you do is you decide which picture is actually going to be on the layout. So I picked one with the 2 of them, put some adhesive and centered it, put it down. And now what you do with the pocket is you open up, decide how it's going to flip. Now, I decided it's going to flip to the left. So you make sure that that one photo is on the left, and then the one in the back you're just making sure of the placement of the photos. So the back adhesive strip, it folds over like an envelope with the adhesive on the outside. So even though it's adhesive strip cover, you can see, obviously when you peel it off, it'll be transparent. So put your whole layout inside your sleeve protector, and then you place down the flip flap, and then just, rub down that adhesive. And there you go. You see how it was clear? You can see, or it doesn't block the picture that's on the layout. And again, because it's in its own little sleeve, it can be on the outside. That way you don't have to pull out the layout, in order to see the pictures. But I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Please leave a message down below if you have any questions or comment. Also hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I post at least one video a week, and they vary. You can go to my blog for more information. But have a great day. Bye.